Hello everyone, this is still size 6 and yes, it's time for another video and thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, just like the title says, it's called Tall Girls Stand Proud. So why am I making a video about tall girls standing proud? Well, it all started with the other day when I was at Target. I saw a young woman. She was very young, maybe she was still a teenager, and she was probably about 6'1", 6'2", and she had on these shoes that were about this big. I mean, she had no heels on that shoe, and she was slumping, and she was standing there, and she did not appear to be very happy or very proud of her height. And I've heard of a lot of tall women usually like that. When you get a little bit older or you've come to my age, you've come to a realization that this height thing, hey, it's pretty good. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am 6 feet tall, probably about 6'1". If you want to measure me exactly, I'm about 6'1.5", and what difference does it make anyway, because I'm well above average height. So when I was younger, I hated being tall. Yes, I've always been very tall. I've always had people approach me saying, "Oh my God, can you get that box of cereal up there at the top of this shelf? How tall are you? Because you're really, really tall." Wow, what sport did you play? Oh my gosh, you're so... Are you a model? You have to be a model. You can't be that tall and not model. Okay, so you probably get the picture. But anyway, this is the thing. I never wanted to be tall. I never asked for this. But if I had a dime for every person that approached me and would say, "I wish I was your height," oh yeah, I'd be rich. Now, I'm not saying that everybody desires to be 6 feet tall. I've had some people approach me and say, "You know what, if I could just have a couple of your inches, I'd be good to go. Because I don't really want to be as tall as you are. But if I could be about 5'8", 5'9", so I'd be good." This young lady. She was wearing these very, very small shoes, these shoes with no heel, and it really did not compliment her, because when you get to be as tall as I am and as tall as she was, your feet tend to be larger. Oh yeah, they are in most instances. And her feet looked very flat in these shoes that did not compliment her at all. Tips on how to enjoy your height, how to get better acquainted with your height, how to be more confident so that you can rock this thing, because guess what? Your height ain't going nowhere, tall girl. So stand proud. That's right, I said it. Stand proud. Tip number 1. Wear some heels, girlfriend, even if it's just a little bit. Maybe just 2 inches. It doesn't have to be 5-inch heels. Hey, I have this girlfriend. She's gorgeous. She's about 6'1", and every time she steps out, she wears these 5 to 6-inch heels. And everybody's like, "Oh my God." But it's never bad because she's gorgeous. So they're looking. Hey, they're going to look anyway. What's the difference between being 1 to 2 inches taller? Why would you wear these flat shoes? Just wear a couple of inch heels and it will make your posture so much better. Brings me to number 2. Hold your head up, tall women. Hold your head up. Don't look down. This girl was looking down like this. Just hold your head up. Back in my day, they used to make us put a book on our head when we were walking like models. We used to walk like this. And when that book were to fall off, you messed up. So if you have to walk around holding a book on your head, do it until you get it right. You must hold your head up. Number 3. Remember your mother used to tell you to put your shoulders back as well as holding your head up? Well, let me show you how it looks. She looked like this. You could tell she did not like being tall. She was crouched over. She was subconsciously trying to make herself appear to be shorter. And you know what it did? It didn't make her appear to be shorter. It made her look like a tall woman who was not at all happy with herself. Extremely tall and extremely unhappy. Number 4, look confident. How do you do that? Well, once you put some heels on and you hold your head up and you put your shoulders back, you're going to appear to be a lot more confident. So just have the attitude that goes with it. No, I'm not telling you to be arrogant or egotistical or hung up on yourself. I'm simply telling you to have confidence in yourself. If you have to look every day in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful, do it until you believe it. Number 5, dress the part. Don't always wear pants and a t-shirt. Okay, you won't find me in a t-shirt. I'm sorry, I just don't do it. And I don't wear sneakers. That's just something that throughout my years, I've come to a realization of. I've understood that those things are just not me. So I don't even own a pair of sneakers. And the t-shirts that I own, I wear to bed. That's fine if that's what you want to wear sometimes, but all the time it's not good. For the most part, when I go out, even if I'm going to the supermarket, I'm usually in a dress. It's comfortable to me. I could be in a dress, I could be in some jeans and a really nice shirt. And I just take my wrap and I just fling it across. And I can rock this with a pair of jeans or leggings, anything. And I have this in a few other colors as well. But just as an example, you don't have to spend a lot of money and shop. You can get yourself a few pieces and mix and match. And that's a whole nother video. Okay, lastly, now you've got the whole thing together. You got your head held high, you've got your shoulders back, you're wearing your little bit of heels, maybe you got your wrap going on or you're dressed, okay, and you're still nervous because you walk into a place, and trust me, I know. Being 6 feet tall, I know. You walk into a place, it doesn't matter if it's a restaurant, it doesn't matter if it's a supermarket, if it's Target or Walmart, they're gonna look. Now, this is the thing. Either you want them to look and turn away and go, or they can look and you can really just hold their attention by looking. Now, sometimes there's some days I just don't feel like I want to be in the limelight. I don't want the spotlight on me. Some days it's just that way. Some days I just don't want to be seen. I want to be invisible, or I want to crawl up under a table. Yes, I'm normal and I'm human. I just don't want everybody to look at me some days. So this is what I do when I'm nervous or I'm feeling a little uneasy. I have my phone to my ear, just like this. And you just kind of look away from everybody, act like you don't even see them. They looking, but you don't see them. See you into the phone. Accessory number 2 is going to be something. I don't have like a lollipop right now, so I'm using my Twizzlers. This is what I do as I'm walking in the place. See? It usually works because it diverts your attention away from all of those that look to whatever it is that you're doing. Those are my tips and tricks on tall girl. Be proud of who you are. If you have any questions, any comments, please post them below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderfully blessed evening. Don't forget to subscribe.